October 1822. London is in a frenzy. The bond market has gone absolute madness. Dukes, bankers, and war heroes are literally fighting in the streets to buy land in a new Central American country. It's called Poyais. It has a capital city with a massive cathedral, a deep water port, and rivers that are supposedly full of gold chunks. The climate is perfect. The soil produces 3 harvests a year. And the man selling this paradise? Sir Gregor MacGregor, a Scottish war hero, a general, and now the Prince of Poyais. He is the toast of London. He wrote the guidebook himself. He designed the flag. He even printed the currency. He is selling 2,000-year land leases to regular families who want a fresh start. It sounded too good to be true. A British colony in the Caribbean that hasn't been ruined by disease or war. It was the investment of a lifetime. But there was just one small problem. The capital city? The gold? The port? None of it was real. Gregor MacGregor had invented the entire country from thin air. November 1822. 2 ships, the Honduras Packet and the Kennersley Castle, set sail from London. On board were 250 settlers, doctors, bankers, shoemakers, and families who had sold everything they owned to buy a ticket to paradise. The mood on board was electric. They clinked glasses of wine, celebrating their new lives. They held MacGregor's printed Poyais dollars in their hands, believing they were already rich. They weren't just refugees. They were the founding fathers of a new world. After 2 long months at sea, the coastline of Central America finally appeared on the horizon. The passengers rushed to the deck, scanning the shore for the white marble towers of the capital city. They looked for the Golden River. They looked for the busy harbor. But as the anchors dropped, there was silence. No cathedral, no port, no city. Just an endless, thick, green wall of jungle. The king of Poyais hadn't sent them to a kingdom. He had sent them to a swamp. It wasn't just a scam. It was a death sentence. There was no food. The water was poison. Within weeks, the settlers weren't building a city. They were digging graves. Malaria and yellow fever ripped through the camp. Children, parents, the shoemaker, the banker, the jungle didn't care who they were. Of the 250 people who sailed for paradise, 180 of them died in the mud. When a passing ship finally rescued the skeletal survivors and brought them back to London, you would expect MacGregor to be arrested immediately. But he wasn't. MacGregor was so charismatic that the public didn't believe the survivors. They blamed the victims for failing the colony. While the survivors were being called liars in the press, MacGregor was already packing his bags. He moved to Paris and sold the exact same non-existent country to the French. He never spent a day in jail. He retired to Venezuela and died with a full military funeral. The Prince of Lies didn't just cheat the system. He beat it.